Hi, it's Blaze again with Blaze Handcrafted Woodworks. I'm about to spray this white oak table with sand and sill and lacquer. I've been sanding on it for about an hour just to make sure there's no imperfections, because once you spray sand and sill or lacquer on something, any imperfections it makes pop out. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll show you the products that I'm using real quick. So here's the sand and sill, and here is the lacquer. I'm going to start off spraying at least 2 or 3 coats of sand and sill, and then I'll probably put 3 coats of lacquer as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it off real good so I get rid of any sawdust and wood particles. Here we go. What's that? There should be. It's not coming on? Oh, you just gotta keep playing with it. I'll be there in a second. I was filming. So I also did 2 doors, just because I had to remake some doors. So that's what's going on. Okay, so here's me mixing a little more of the sand and seal. I already sprayed some. I forgot to show how to mix it. But what I do is I put just a little bit of lacquer thinner in it. And then I go ahead and pour the sand and seal. And when I pour the lacquer itself, I'm going to do the same thing. So it's really important to sand between coats using one of these sanding sponges, especially the first coat when you spray it, because it's a liquid, it raises the grain on the wood. So you hit it with this and then you do that in between each coat until the final coat, and then it should come out really smooth. Okay, so far I put 2 coats of sand and sill. I'm about to put the 3rd coat and the final coat, but it's already getting really smooth to the touch. And then I'm hoping the lacquer makes it look a little, gives it a little depth, like glossy. But we'll find out in a few minutes. I'll put 1 more layer of sand and sill, let it dry, sand it, and then start spraying lacquer. Okay, probably a few things I should have mentioned is you don't want to shake these cans. You want to gently stir them. I already stirred it, but when I opened it up, see how it looks kind of milky? It didn't look like that at all. So you got to stir it up a little bit to get, I don't know, whatever the chemicals are in there evenly distributed. And also they already put a catalyzer in here for me from Sherwin-Williams. So I put 3 coats of sand and sill on it. I'm getting ready to sand that, and I'm gonna go ahead, this is lacquer now, I'm gonna go ahead and put lacquer in my gun so that once I'm finished sanding, I'm ready to start spraying. And I'll probably put 3 or 4 coats of this as well, just to make sure that their investment is protected. Plus I know how much time I spent building this thing, so I also want to know that it's going to last. I found this kind of interesting. I poured the lacquer into this screen just to make sure it's screened, but I guess the viscosity of it is thicker than the sand and sill, because it's actually been slowly dripping out. Let's see if we could show it. So the screen is, the filter screen, whatever you want to call it, is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So, back to it. Alright, here we go. First coat of lacquer. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm liking it. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's giving it a little bit of depth, a little bit of gloss, which is exactly what I wanted. So as I put the layers probably should be wearing a mask if I owned a mask. But honestly, I hate painting, I hate spraying. I usually leave it to others. Therefore, I don't have a good mask. All right, first coat's done. Okay, so that's the first coat of lacquer. I'm gonna put probably 2 more coats, maybe 3, but it's starting to look glossy, which is exactly what I wanted, so I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, I'm done. This is the finished product. It's still drying, but it's 4 coats of lacquer. I get to go clean my gun. Then I get to attempt to make it to the skate park to ride my skateboard. I have a feeling when I get there it's going to be raining because it's so overcast. Maybe not. Maybe it'll hold off. We'll see.